Hi guys, welcome to another unboxing video where I simultaneously get boozed up. Today I'm having a feelie and we're unboxing something that you may not expect of me, to which I'll come in a bit. Anyway, cheers guys. Delicious. Right, so let's tackle this little piggy. It didn't come in an actual box this time. It's more of a unbagging. Well, you know, whatever. Let's first tear this off. Makes it a little bit easier. Go away. Nice. Right. So, it's been a while since I made any videos, I guess, but I've got a few more videos coming up, hopefully soon, including this one. So, yeah, should be good. Today, we are taking a look at the NJ80. Now, what is this, you ask? This is effectively a hotswap keyboard from Keydous. Not sure how to pronounce that, to be honest. It's very much like, at least from what I gathered, it's a bit like the GMMK Pro, which actually you can see just out of frame. I just noticed it's a little bit like that, slightly different. Got some extra features on it, including a volume knob, just like the GMMK Pro. It's got a very similar form factor as well, but it can come with several types of switches you can order them with, and one of them is Gateron Pro Yellows. Now, I'll be honest, I probably wouldn't have accepted this keyboard if it was just available with simple Cherry MX switches, because you know I've done all of them already. But Gateron Yellows, let alone Gateron Pro Yellows, I haven't done yet. So I think that's a nice way to, you know, kill two birds with one stone. So, need more of this. Don't worry, I don't spill drinks on my keyboards all that often. Right, so what have we got inside? It's actually difficult to get this out. Okay. The keyboard in a little bag. Take that out. Interesting. So, for those who don't watch my unboxings very often, this is not supposed to be a review. It's just more of a first impressions video. You know, I just say what comes to mind. I try to let the actual review things come in the review video after I've had a go at it for a while. But the one very quick impression that I have is that this keyboard, even though it's got a metal interior chassis, is a lot lighter than the GMMK Pro, which is quite heavy. And this thing feels lighter, and I think that's because the case is plastic. It's got a brass plate insert in the middle. I don't know if you can see that from there. Yeah, I think you can probably see a little bit of shine come through, hopefully. But the outer case seems to be, oh God, it is really dense though. Is plastic. Let's see, USB-C port, flip out feet, fairly standard so far. And then let's take a look at the switches, which, like I said before, Gateron Pro Yellows. Now, the reason I'm interested in Gateron Yellows is because they're of an intermediate weighting. I've reviewed red switches before, I've reviewed black switches before, but not yellow ones. And I always thought that reds were maybe a little bit too light, or at least too easy to actuate in Cherry MX designs, whereas black switches are clearly too stiff. I don't like them. So maybe yellow is a good balance between the two. And interesting. Like I said, I'm not gonna give a verdict just yet, but interesting feel. Also note that these are Gateron Pro Yellows, not normal Gateron Yellows. There is a little bit of a difference. Form factor is slightly different as well. Also, the keycaps. The keycaps are not double shot. They, off the top of my head, does it say on the box? I don't think it says on the box. Actually, the description is very sterile, especially when compared to the side of the keyboard, which seems to suggest that this uses what is it? Cherry Box Yellow, which is very much a no thing. Okay. Anyway, am I being stupid? It does say Gateron on it. And as I would expect, I don't think Cherry makes box switches, neither do they make yellow switches. There were actually fake Cherry MX yellow switches, by the way. Maybe I'll come to that in the review at some point. But anyway, I think if I had to guess that these would be die-sub PBT, but I'd have to look it up. They look die-subbed at least. And first impressions of the font, I like the font as well. It's a rare thing on keyboards. Man, lots of things to talk about from such an ostensibly simple keyboard. Anyway, I heard something else rattle in the box, so let's see what else is in here. Probably just a cable and whatnot. Yeah, kind of. So, indeed, a white cable, and looks like alternative keycaps, different colored spacebar, and Apple keycaps. What is the... Oh, it's a different colored volume knob. Interesting. So they went with what looks like a yellow and grey and cream. It's not white, it's cream color scheme. But you can also put on a grey spacebar and a blue, I guess, volume knob for a different look. Interesting. Maybe I'll give that a go. I don't mind the look of the keyboard, to be honest. It looks very simple. I mean, it looks like just about everything posted on on the Reddit MK main page. I'll admit that, but you know, it's not bad so far, I'd say. Let's see, what else have we got? Switch puller makes sense because it's hot swap. Very standard wire puller, but these are not bad, especially the ones with the holes in them. A manual. A4 sheet. I'm gonna cut the video for just a second and then we'll have a look at this. So I had a look at the manual. It's kind of sloppily typed here and there, I must admit, and there are some weird grammar things in there. I think the company is Chinese, so that's possibly a language barrier. One of the things this keyboard also has, which is interesting in a way, is Bluetooth. Now, although there are a very large variety of modern mechanical keyboards available, actually the selection of Bluetooth capable keyboards, Bluetooth compatible keyboards, is not that big. I think it's rapidly growing, but there are not that many, especially mainstream ones. So well, that's something interesting. It also has backlight, which I think is a strange choice for if you have brass. If you have a brass back plate or a mounting plate, I don't know how that would look. You know what? Let's just try it out. See what happens. Have we got a slot free? Yeah, probably. Just hope my USB hub provides enough power. I find that more and more keyboards, they take up so much power or something that they don't really like a hub. Yeah, are we in? Yes. Well, it's yeah, there you go. It's lighting up at least. Interesting. I'm gonna just switch off the lighting for a second. See if you can see that. It's an interesting effect. You can kind of see the light reflecting off the brass plate, and especially with the red color, it gives a kind of golden impression. It's interesting. Also, I think on the camera I can see a rippling effect, which is not there in real life. It looks completely static. That happens sometimes with cameras. Let me just switch the light back on. Anyway, I think we're nearing the end of this video. Yeah. Interesting. So I don't know when the review is going to come out, obviously, but I'm gonna have a mess around with it, and I guess I'll see you in the review video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheers, guys.